Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're uncovering the story of one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatics, the 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, especially those found in a rich brown color tone. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary 1-cent coin, but don't be fooled. This small piece of copper carries a legacy that has captured the attention of collectors across the world, and in rare cases, it's been linked to astonishing values reaching up to $1.6 million. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, making history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1975, the design had already become iconic. That year, many pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and interestingly, they carried no mint mark at all. While this was normal for Philadelphia coins of that era, it still adds a layer of intrigue for collectors today. Now here's where things get interesting. Although millions of 1975 pennies were produced, very few have survived in exceptional condition, especially those with a deep, even brown color. Over time, copper naturally tones, and while red and red-brown shades are more commonly discussed, a well-preserved, rich brown tone can be incredibly appealing to serious collectors. The original design by Victor David Brenner still shines beautifully on high-grade examples, turning these coins into miniature works of art. When you combine sharp details, flawless surfaces, and that natural brown luster, you get something truly special. Condition plays a massive role in value. Most brown pennies have been heavily circulated, exposed to the environment, and worn down over decades. Finding one in near-perfect or mint-state condition is extremely rare. And that rarity is exactly what drives collectors into a frenzy. In today's market, average circulated coins might only be worth a small amount. But high-grade examples, especially those with strong eye appeal, can command serious money. In fact, some rare specimens have reached impressive auction prices, with one standout example reportedly valued at an incredible $1.6 million. But let's be clear. This kind of value is extremely rare and depends on exceptional condition, grading, and demand. If you're hoping to find one of these hidden gems, here are a few quick tips. Look for a 1975 penny with no mint mark. Check for a smooth, even brown tone. Avoid cleaning the coin, this can destroy value. Store it safely in proper holders or capsules. Consider professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC. These steps can help protect your coin and potentially increase its worth. To sum it all up, the 1975 Lincoln penny in brown condition isn't just spare change, it's a fascinating piece of history, a collector's dream, and a reminder that sometimes the smallest can hold the biggest surprises. So next time you check your pocket change or coin jar, take a closer look. You might just be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible coin stories. Do you think a simple 1977 penny sitting in your pocket could actually be worth serious money? Most people don't give it a second look, but what if that small coin you ignore every day could surprise you with a hidden value? Today, we're diving into the story of the 1977 Lincoln cent and why collectors still pay attention to it. You might not expect much from a coin made in the billions, but sometimes the real value isn't about how many were made, it's about condition, rarity, and a little bit of luck. Back in 1977, pennies were produced at 3 different mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each one has its own story, and each one can be valuable in the right condition. Let's break it down so you know exactly what to look for. Starting with the Philadelphia Mint, these coins don't have a mint mark. Over 4.4 billion pennies were struck there, so yes, they are extremely common in everyday condition. But here's where things get interesting. When you find one in a very high grade, the value jumps dramatically. A 1977 penny graded MS-67 can sell for around $150, and even higher if it has exceptional quality. In rare cases, coins graded at the very top levels like MS-68 are extremely scarce, and their value can reach into the thousands simply because so few exist in that condition. Now let's talk about the Denver Mint coins, which carry a small D mint mark. Around 4.1 billion were produced, so again, nothing rare at first glance. But Denver coins from this year are known to be harder to find in top condition. While lower grades are everywhere, once you reach MS66 and above, things become much more difficult. An MS67 example can bring in about $200 or more, and if you somehow come across an MS68, you're looking at a coin that has sold for thousands of dollars. That's a huge jump for something that once had just 1 cent of value. Moving on to the San Francisco Mint, this is where proof coins come into play. These were specially made for collectors and have a mirror-like, shiny finish. About 3.2 million proof pennies were struck in 1977, which is a typical number, but the surprising part is that many of them were not perfectly made. Because of this, finding a flawless example graded PR70 deep cameo is actually very difficult. When one of these top-quality proof coins appears, it can sell for over $1,000, making it one of the more exciting finds for collectors. But that's not all. Some of the most valuable 1977 pennies aren't just about condition, they're about errors. Minting mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. For example, a double denomination error, where a penny is struck on a dime, can sell for thousands. Other errors like double strikes or clipped planchets are also worth looking for. These might not always reach huge prices, but they can still be very valuable and are much more likely to be found than perfect high-grade coins. So what does this mean for you? While it's unlikely you'll find a perfect MS68 coin in your everyday change, it's definitely possible to come across interesting error coins or higher-grade examples if you start paying closer attention. Checking coin rolls, old collections, or even loose change could lead to a surprising discovery. The 1977 penny might look ordinary, but as you've seen, the right one can be worth far more than its face value. And sometimes, all it takes is one lucky find to turn a simple coin into something truly special. Now think about this. How many pennies have you ignored without checking? In the last today, we've got an incredible story lined up for you. We're stepping into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover a hidden treasure, the rare 1979 Lincoln penny. Now you might be wondering, could this simple-looking coin really be worth millions? Let's dive in and find out. To begin, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. Back in 1979, the US Mint was going through an important transition. This was around the time when they began shifting from the traditional copper composition to a more cost-effective zinc-based material. That alone makes coins from this era stand out in history. But that's only the beginning. Here's where things get really exciting. A small number of 1979 Lincoln pennies were struck with a unique minting error known as a filled S mint mark. Instead of a clear S, the mark appears clogged or partially filled. These rare error coins are incredibly hard to find, like searching for a needle in a haystack, and that rarity drives their value sky high. Beyond the error itself, this coin carries historical importance. It represents a turning point in U.S. coin production, when economic pressures forced a major change in how coins were made. For collectors, that adds even more appeal and significance. Now for the big question, what is it worth? Well, get ready for this. In recent years, some rare versions of the 1979 Lincoln penny, especially those with mint errors and in excellent condition, have sold for astonishing prices. We're talking thousands, even claims of reaching into the millions in extreme cases. It's truly a collector's dream. To learn more, we spoke with a professional numismatic expert who shared valuable insight. According to them, the combination of rarity, historical value, and minting mistakes makes this coin highly desirable. Demand continues to rise, and collectors are constantly searching for one. If you think you might have a 1979 penny, here's what you should do. Grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the mint mark. Look closely for any unusual or filled-in appearance. And if you find something interesting, make sure to keep the coin safe in a protective holder. Condition plays a huge role in value. So there you have it, the rare 1979 Lincoln penny. A small coin with the potential to hold a massive value. It's proof that sometimes, the most ordinary things can turn out to be extraordinary. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with other coin lovers. Who knows, your next big discovery could already be in your pocket. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and let your treasure hunt continue.